Hello, friends. Friends, let's just meditate on who we are. Now, this is meditation. Meditation means when we went inside in meditation, what did we find? We were aligned with the source. And in source, everything else comes later. And the first is the feeling that I exist. This is we are decoding aham, right? What do you mean by aham? Aham or soham is that what is prior to your getting into any kind of interpretation of anything. Like in this space, there are many things, but prior to you get connected to anything which you are using as elevation of your energies, prior to that is the source. Therefore, it is said that you cut the roots of anything that you think as your experience or that you feel as your experience, and for bring in the forefront the awareness in which every experience is happening. That is called aham. That is the state of being. That later it becomes word, but first it is feeling, and then later it becomes word like aham, which is a state of being. And in that state of being, you can observe whatever you want in this system. You say this is your spinal column, this is your neuronal tube, or this is your visionary instrument, or this is your any other any other part in the body where you would like to focus and revive its capacities. That comes after the state of I am, which is the first. And from that, when that door opens, it you can get open to anything in the space, because in the space there is everything. But that space is not the truth. Space is they, space is body, space has got other parts in it. But the one who's the knower of that, the one who's invisible in that, the one who, even prior to the state of being aham, that is the source. And that is where we connect to when we go in meditation. And it becomes so very beautiful, because now that you're connected to the source, you come from the source, and then it is like you opened up to entirely new zone, which is the zone of prior to being aham. That is from where everything emerges, right? And then that gives you energy, that gives that opens up the source of all energies for you. And when you connect there, you feel so good, and you feel now that you know yourself as whole, you know yourself as holy, you know yourself as whole, holy, and fulfilled. Because after all, the food for the soul is not the same which otherwise is, because the soul wants to see its full form, it wants to feel its full form, and it also wants that it should know its own existence. And therefore we first feel the existence, and after that we can, wherever we want, we can put our energies. You want to, wherever you want to put your energies, that area will be revived, that area will be re-energized. And you can have exclusive meditation on the area where you want to put your energies. Like if I want to put my energies here, right, then the whole attention is here on the tip of the finger, right? And that gets energized. Likewise, wherever you wish to put your attention, that is the point where your energy can, stir, and it can give more impact in that area. And in that area, you will find that it is reinvigorated. So that is what the meditation on the self and meditation on the specific self is after you're getting connected to the existence. So when we meditate, we first get connected. Total connected inside. And this is also a state wherein, actually we are not consciously breathing also at that time. You are getting breath. You are not breathing, but you are getting breath. The existence is sending you that breath in the whole system. It's not only through the nose, but you are in that energy, which energy is everywhere, omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. And from there, when you release you don't breathe consciously, you just do it like this. And release it when you're not able to hold, and then you will see your whole field is energized in one go. Because now that you first, when I said that okay, you don't breathe, at that time I got you connected to the source itself. Prior to aham is the source, and then after that, when you release it with aham, or release it with any word, aham, aham, right? You can do it inside, and then you will feel that okay, now I have felt myself fully well, and I also know the state of being. I also know the source of the state of being, and therefore you feel whole, holy, and fulfilled, right? So from there onwards, you can get into any activity. The power of action is initiated. It is put into the right socket, and then you go ahead. Okay? Thank you. God bless you. Stay tuned. Happy, healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.